व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जनवल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय प्रभुपदा 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 जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपाद 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 जय प्रभुपाद श्री श्री राधा माधव की श्रील प्रभुपाद की ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय So we are reading from Bhagavad Gita as it is, chapter 8, Attaining the Supreme, verse number 18 and 19. So verse 18 doesn't have the purport, so I'll just read the verse and translation, and then we will recite verse number 19. Verse number 18. Avyaktād vyaktayah sarvah prabhavanti ahar-āgame rātri-āgame pralīyate tatra evāyaṁ samagyāgake. Translation: at the beginning of Brahma's day, all living entities become manifest from the unmanifest state, and thereafter, when the night falls, they are merged into the unmanifest state again. 19. Bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ Bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ Bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ Bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame vaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame
bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame
bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ
bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ
bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātri-āgame vaśaḥ pārtha
rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha
prabhavati ahar-āgame
और कोई
bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate
rātri-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha
rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha
prabhavati ahar-āgame
prabhavati ahar-āgame bhūta-grāmaḥ sa evāyaṁ bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate rātry-āgame avaśaḥ pārtha prabhavati ahar-āgame.
Word to word meaning. Bhūta-grāmaḥ, the aggregate of all living entities. Saha, this. Eva, certainly. Ayam, this. Bhūtvā bhūtvā, repeatedly taking birth. Pralīyate is annihilated. Rātri, of night. Āgame, on the arrival. Avaśaḥ, automatically. Pārtha, O son of Pṛthā. Prabhavati is manifest. Ahaḥ, of daytime. Āgame, on the arrival. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Again and again, when Brahma's day arrives, all living entities come into being, and with the arrival of Brahma's night, they are helplessly annihilated. Purport. The less intelligent who try to remain within this material world may be elevated to higher planets, and then again must come down to this planet Earth. During the daytime of Brahma, they can exhibit their activities on higher and lower planets within this material world, but at the coming of Brahma's night, they are all annihilated. In the day, they receive various bodies for material activities, and at night, they no longer have bodies but remain compact in the body of Viṣṇu. Then again, they are manifest at the arrival of Brahma's day, Bhūtvā bhūtvā pralīyate. During the day, they become manifest, and at night, they are annihilated again. Ultimately, when Brahma's life is finished, they are all annihilated and remain unmanifest for millions and millions of years. And when Brahma is born again in another millennium, they are again manifest. In this way, they are captivated by the spell of the material world. But those intelligent persons who take to Kṛṣṇa consciousness use the human life fully in the devotional service of the Lord, chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare. Thus they transfer themselves, even in this life, to the spiritual planet of Krishna and become eternally blissful there, not being subject to such rebirths. Very good. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamsha Nama Om Viṣṇu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyata Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurati Vise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhaya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Kṛṣṇa Hare Kṛṣṇa 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 Hare 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 Rāma Hare Rāma 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 Hare Hare. So this chapter is very interesting. Actually, the whole Bhagavad Gita is very interesting because it tells you about the reality of our existence. From birth in the material world, we are born into ignorance. How? The first ignorance that is given to us is by telling that you are my son, you belong to this family, you are this thing. Ultimately, it leads to you are this body. This is the first ignorance, how the soul is covered. Then this illusion, which is born out of ignorance, is strengthened by education, by relationship, and so many things. And it gets stronger and stronger, and the person, the living entity, by identifying himself as the body, spends his whole life playing a role which he is not. And then he dies. Then the same cycle is repeated again. Then again he dies. The same cycle is repeated again. Then again he dies, take birth, take birth. And it's going on. It's never ending. And previously it was explained the duration of life of Brahma. So by Shastra we know that this Kali Yuga is 4,34,000 years. How many years we live? 60, 70 years. So how many births we can take in 4,34,000? At least 43,000 times we can take birth. Right? Into 100 kiya to like 4,34,000. So we can take birth in one Kali Yuga 43,000 times if we live for 100 years. Okay. And we can play various roles in these 43,000 births. Okay. And then it said, then the previous Yuga, which is Dwapar Yuga, is 8,64. And then, Treta Yuga is 12.5 something. And Satya Yuga is 16. The total cumulative total comes to 45 lakh years. Something like 44 lakh years. So it means we can take birth 4,34,000 times. in one whole kalpa. This whole Chaturvyuh cycle we can take. And multiply by 1,000 times, which means 43, 44, 40 crore times we can take birth in one day of Brahma, which is 12 hours. In the night time, there's so much time we are sleeping. This is one day of Brahma. One day of Brahma into 365. 1 year into 100. Now imagine how many times we can take birth. And in this, all this birth, same thing. Dying and taking birth again. Dying and taking birth again. Without any understanding who we are. And we might have done that in so many lifetimes and still trying to do the same thing. Planning to take birth again here. We are preparing ourselves so nicely that we are sure that we will be taking birth here again. We are making totally sure. How? We are so much attached to our material plans, our material desires, our material relationships, our material benefits. So much faith we are having in this, and that's why we are investing so much energy also. So unless one comes to this transcendental knowledge, gets access, that's why we are grateful to Srila Prabhupada, who has given us access to this knowledge. It's not about having this book. This book is important, but he has given us the strength because we are following him to understand this. Guyam Gyan. It's open book secret. Everybody has access to it, but nobody will understand unless he has Kripa, Mahat Kripa. So Srila Prabhupada, by giving us the process of chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare, and following few regulative principles which are very easy and natural, we can understand this Guyam Gyan, which a topmost scholar from a PhD, big university, MIT or XYZ, Harvard, cannot understand this. Even after reading this, he cannot understand this. Even an illiterate person can understand this just by hearing. Just by hearing, giving his time to hear this from a self-realized soul, the one who knows the truth, Tattva-vid, he can understand this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in South India on his tour. He saw one Brahmana reading Bhagavad Gita. And everybody was mocking him, making fun of him. Hey Brahmana, how many verses you read? How many chapters you completed? And no, he was just reading and continuing. But he was crying also. And Mahaprabhu went to him like, dear Brahmana, we all know that Brahmanas are very learned. And you are also learned, but I don't know how you are reading like this. So can you explain me the secret that you can read upside down also? And he frankly said, oh dear Lord, that I cannot read. I'm illiterate. That's okay. So why are you reading? Because my spiritual master instructed me to read every day Bhagavad Gita. And this is why what I'm doing that every day. I'm trying to complete all the pages, going through all the pages. But you're not understanding, Mahaprabhu asked him. So why are you crying? He says, I'm crying by seeing the front poster. When I see the Lord who has agreed to become a driver, chariot driver of his friend Arjuna. So merciful and magnanimous my dear Lord is. By remembering this, I'm crying again and again, weeping again and again. And Lord Chaitanya says, your reading of Bhagavad Gita is perfect. You have understood everything. Because he has complete faith on his Guru and Shastra. The one who has complete faith on Guru and Shastra, which is Krishna also, it means all the purports of the Vedic knowledge are revealed to him within his heart. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashito. So this is a qualification to understand this. So we are given the facility, we are given the opportunity, everything is arranged for us. Now we have to just dedicate ourselves. Dedicate ourselves to expose ourselves to this transcendental kirtan. So since morning we start our day. Lord Krishna, when he wakes up, it's mentioned in Krishna book that when he wakes up, he only sees auspicious things. Lord Krishna, whenever he wakes up, he just sees auspicious things. What we do when we wake up? How many messages, how many likes and how many this. No, when Lord Krishna wakes up, he sees only auspicious things. And this is what we do. We wake up and we take bath. The first auspicious thing to do, taking bath, cleansing ourselves. And then we cleanse ourselves externally, and then we come to temple and take darshan of the Lord. We get cleansed internally also when we take darshan of the Lord. Get purified for all sinful reactions. Offer obeisances to all the Vaishnavas, becomes eligible to attract mercy of the Lord when we offer obeisances to the Vaishnavas. And then we chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, and the cleansing process starts, continues. Then we dance in Guru Puja, then we again sit for Bhagavatam class, cleansing process continues. And then we take prasadam, it continues. And then we do service, it continues. And then again we come for class, in the evening class. Then we go for Gaur Arati, then we take prasadam, and when we read Krishna book, and then we sleep. The cleansing process never stops. It continues. And by that, we are preparing our spiritual journey. We are making ourselves eligible to go back home, back to Godhead. No more birth. No more birth. No more old age. No more disease. And no more death. Every day we are dying. And after 1 year we complete, happy birthday. What is happy? We are dying. We are getting old. We are closing to the natural process of death. So what's happy in that? Because in both ways it's not helpful. As a child it's okay, but when you are grown up, what's the point? Happy. There is nothing happy. The only happiness is there that you chant Hare Kṛṣṇa. The only good thing which is there, you are going to temple, you are associating with devotees. If there is nothing like that, it's all bad, it's all negative, it's all inauspicious. All inauspicious. So that's why Srila Prabhupada created this organization, this house for everyone, where everybody is given a chance to practice devotional service, by which he will be eligible to not take birth again. He will be going back to Godhead. And it's interesting, within this lifetime he will be liberated. Liberation doesn't mean he has to end his life. Right now he can be liberated. How? By realizing and by acting on the platform that I am Krishna's servant. And not time being servant just to get material benefit. No, eternal servant. The one who has realized that he is mukta. Mukta doesn't mean, oh, body chhut gaya, ekdam apsara wala body mil gaya, ekdam heavenly body. No, it's not like that. Mukta means who is mukta from condition that he is this body. That he is not this body, sorry. Mukta means he has realized that he is not his body, and he has realized his swarup that he is Krishnara Nityadas. That is mukta. That is mukti. Mukti doesn't mean going in the high planets and enjoying. No. Mukta means he wants to serve because he has realized his constitutional position. So this world is going on. Just like recently I inquired, like these bulbs we have, how many watts? It's 12 watt. Okay, capacity is intensity. And after a few years, it won't be so much because it will get depleted. I asked someone, how many years the sun has been giving us light? And what is the watt of sun? How many watts will be our sun? Or billion watts, I think so. Unlimited. You cannot give a number. But still he is not getting depleted. It's still the same. Why? Because it's Purna. The whole arrangement is Purna. So we can see this cycle is working perfectly. You grow, you die, and then again you take birth, you grow and you die. It's working automatically. Now we can put a stop to this by taking shelter of Krishna. It's in Bhagavatam it's mentioned that when the sun rises and the sun sets, the living entity is, his life is taken away. But devotee, they don't get affected by that. And there's a nice story by Srila Prabhupada where he says that Sadhu was walking and then he saw a prince and he told the prince, "O prince, you live long. You live a long life." Then he went further. And then he met a brahmachari and told him, "You die immediately." I'm like, so partial, prince ko jeete raho and brahmachari, turant mar jao, die immediately. And then he met a, what we say, kasai, I don't know what we call in English, butcher. He told him, "You don't live, neither you die. Neither you live nor you die." And then he met a devotee, Vaishnava. "You die or live, it doesn't matter. You die or live, it doesn't matter." Then it's explained why he was giving this blessing to this prince. Live long. Jeete raho. This is what we get from our relatives. जीते रहो खुश मंगल क्या खुशी मंगल क्या जो भी है फूलो भरो या जो भी फूलो भरो जो भी है yeah we get this blessing. But this blessing was given to this prince because he is engrossed in sense gratification, and then he will be having a journey where he has to suffer. He has to take birth again. To enjoy now, then he has to go a troublesome journey and taking birth again. Brahmachari die immediately. Why? Because he is ready to go back to Godhead. Why he has to stay here and waste his time? Go back immediately. Go back immediately. This is what Narad Muni also did, right? When he saw the sons of Daksha doing tapasya to create progeny, he said, "What nonsense are you doing? You are doing tapasya to create progeny? Hare chant Hare Kṛṣṇa, go back to Godhead." And they did that and they went back. Then Daksha was upset and he created more thousands of sons. Narmadi went again. "Papa, what are you doing? Your previous brothers, they followed me and they went back. You also do that." And they also did the same thing. And then Narmadi was cursed by Daksha, "Why you are stopping my business, my material business of expanding?" So this is the thing. Go immediately back to Godhead. Then butcher. You neither live nor die, because your living is hell and after that will be also hell. Both is hell. There is no point of your living and dying. And Vaishnava, you die or live, it doesn't matter, because he is in the material world or he is with Krishna. The spiritual world, he is always with Krishna. It doesn't matter where he is. He is in hell, he is preaching Krishna consciousness. He is in spiritual world, he will be glorifying Krishna. Same thing. Same thing. So a devotee, he doesn't get affected by the material situation because he knows whatever is coming is as per the grace of the Lord. It's His mercy. And this is the attitude we need to come to after practicing Krishna consciousness. If you have this material wisdom, material perception or perspective on our life, then we can never advance. Just like I was giving a few days back Bhagavatam class, this blaming tendency, "Oh, you are the reason, you are the reason, you are the reason." No. The bull dharma, when his legs were getting beaten by this Shudra, less than the Shudra, Kali, he was there holding a stick and beating the legs of Dharma. 3 legs were already gone, helpless. Only 1 leg. He was standing on 1 leg. He was passing urine. He was afraid. And when he was asked by Parishit Maharaj, "Who did this?" The culprit is on the side. Dharma says, "It's difficult to say. It's difficult to say who did this. It's my karma, it's providence, it's difficult to say." And then Parishit Maharaj realized, yes, he is not an ordinary person, he is spiritually wise. He knows nothing happens without the sanction of the Lord. The Lord is always responsible. Srila Prabhupada says, not even a blade of grass moves without the sanction of the Lord. This is the control of the Lord. So, a devotee always sees the Lord, Krishna, as Suhridam Sarva Bhutanam. He is a well-wisher, ever well-wisher of the Lord. If we see the life of Abhimanyu, we will cry, "Oh, such a young age he died. So many bad things happened." Huh? This is not good. So many things. But when we see it from a spiritual perspective, the journey of the soul, we will understand. Oh, he was cursed to stay 16 years in this world. And then he will go back to his heavenly planet. So this vision we need to have. This is called Shastra Chakshu. Seeing through the eyes of Shastra. Because we are seeing from our conditioned eyes. That's why we cannot see. Arjuna was given the transcendental vision by the Lord. And he was able to see the Virat Rupa and so many things. Others were not able to see. Sanjay was able to see because he was blessed by his spiritual master. Similarly, if we want to understand, to see the creation as it is, we need this Shastra Chakshu, this transcendental vision. Only then we can understand things as it is. Otherwise we cannot. We cannot. So, I already described the calculation. And in the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentions that the less intelligent who try to remain within this material world may be elevated to higher planets, but then again they must come down to this planet Earth. So some of the religion, they have only one concept. Be very pious, follow their so-called religion, and then they will enjoy in the heaven. So many maids will be there to serve them, Noors will be there to serve them, and they will enjoy. They will enjoy. This is a material conception. There is no spirituality in this. You work hard or you be very pious and then you enjoy. No. This enjoying tendency will make you take birth again. Although you will enjoy the heavenly planet, but you will come back here. This is what it's saying. This journey will always continue, because it doesn't matter you are in the heavenly planet or on the earth or in the hell, suffering, lower planets. You are still in the material world. You are shackled by golden chains, you are shackled by silver chain, or you are shackled by brass chain. You are still shackled. Either you stay as a devata, heavenly person, or stay in this material earthly realm, or stay in the world planet. You are still shackled, still bound, still in the prison. So it doesn't matter, and it's not intelligent to choose those high destinations within this material world. That's why it's said, when you are on the journey to go back to Godhead, you have to cross through all these higher realms also. And if you get attracted, oh, ये तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं, this heaven, it's so nice, let me see. And this one desire will make you take your journey, continue your journey in this material world. Srila Prabhupada says, even if you have a desire to enjoy Rasgulla, you have to take birth again. Take birth again. So that's why we have to increase our desire to serve. And serve whom? Not our senses. Krishna. And serving Krishna means serving his devotees. Serving Krishna doesn't mean excluding his devotees. Krishna says that, yeah, those who worship me are nice, but those who worship my devotees, those who serve my devotees are more dearer to me. Are more dearer to me. So this we have to develop. And this is very difficult because we are conditioned to master, we are conditioned to enjoy, we are conditioned to see our profit, we are conditioned and educated and indoctrinated and brainwashed in so many negative ways, which is detrimental spiritually. That's why we have to associate more with devotees. We have to give time more with devotees. We have to give time to hear more Krishna Katha and Kirtan. Kirtanya Sada Hari. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Sada, continuously. Nityam, continuously. Hearing and chanting. Hearing and chanting. If we get tired, oh, my rounds are done. Now why hearing? Done, 16 rounds done. My quota is done. I don't want to see my bead bag. Stay in the corner. Hang your bead bag. Was Srila Prabhupada was visiting one temple, and in one of the rooms where devotees are staying, he saw one bead bag was hanged on the holder. And Prabhupada said, whose bead bag is crying? Who's this bead bag which is crying? It is crying. Where is the owner? And that belonged to some senior devotee. So yes, we need to be with our bead bag. Done with our service, put our hand, not on the mobile, on the bead bag. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare. That's it. Okay, if we are done with this, okay, read Bhagavad Gita. So many nice things. Hear Bhagavad Gita from different personalities who have different levels of realization, different perspective also on the same thing. Yeah? And then serve. There was one very senior devotee in Vrindavan, Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu, and he was whole day cooking for Krishna Balram and the deities. He alone was cooking the Mangalaartis, Bhoga, the main Bhoga, Raj Bhoga, the afternoon Bhoga, the evening Bhoga. Alone he was doing that. So his journey was getting up early, cooking, going back to his room, chanting, again going, cooking, going back to his room, chanting. It said he never went out of these walls of Shri Krishna Balram temple. He was always within the compound of Shri Krishna Balram Mandir. And he was having everything. There was no need for him to go outside. And this was his life. Cooking, chanting. Cooking, chanting. That's it. We have a tendency to explore. Oh, ye nahi dekha, wo nahi dekha. Idhar photo nahi khicha. I've not done this, not visited this place, not taken dip in this kumbha, not wear this. No, everything is here. Everything is here. Once there was one very senior pujari, very much fixed in the service. This was in Bombay. And one other pujaris were going to Mayapur for this Gaur Purnima festival, this and that. And they asked him, Baba, why are you always in Bombay? Go outside, see, have some darshan. And he said, why have to go anywhere else? This is my Mayapur Dham, Gaunitai deities. This is my Rasbihari, Vrindavan Dham. This is my Ayodhya Dham, Shishi Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman. Why have to go anywhere else? So every Dham is in this one altar. And I'm serving in the altar. Why I need to go anywhere else? I need to go anywhere else. So we are in Vrindavan Dham. The place where the Krishna, where the playground of Krishna. So why we have to go anywhere else? Everything is here. Krishna, for his parents, he arranged Adi Badri, they arranged Adi Kedar. Everything is here in Vrindavan. He arranged where Prayag himself comes to take dip, to purify himself from the impurities. Why have to go anywhere else? It's nice to do austerity, but if you have faith, Dham has everything. Why need to go anywhere else? Go Pavan Sarovar, have a dip there. Prayag himself does that. Why have to go anywhere else? All the 7 rivers, they are there, purifying themselves. Why have to go anywhere else? So that is Krishna consciousness. Why have to endeavor so much? Why have to do so much austerity? There is enough austerity in our life. Let's do the austerity of chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa more. Let's do the austerity of distributing these transcendental books given by Srila Prabhupada more. Let's take up this austerity. Why are we choosing austerity as per our convenience? Why are we not choosing austerity given by the acharyas, given by our authority? We should not do as per our convenience. I like this, that's why I'm doing. Once, one disciple of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Maharaj was doing Dandavat Parikrama of Govardhan. And Maharaj was doing walking parikrama. And this disciple, he saw Maharaj, he came in front of him. And hey, Maharaj, please bless me, I'm doing Dandavat Parikrama. And he was all muddy and, what do you mean? All dust was there, Braj Dhuli was there on his body. And he was like some ghav were there. And Maharaj said, what are you doing? There is no need of this. Go and do book distribution. Then you will realize what is real austerity. Go do that. Maharaj didn't appreciate that. So service is what is given by our authorities. Austerity is what is given by our acharyas, our guru. We don't have to think our own austerities. Oh, the end of Kartik, the Bhishma Panchak. Some 5 days I will eat this and this and this. Go and do book distribution. That is enough austerity. Simple. Don't create your own austerity. We have Ekadashi Vrata, that's good enough. Chant more rounds, then you will realize the austerity of the mind. It's so simple, but no. So it doesn't, I'm not saying that it doesn't help, but devotional advancement won't happen if there is no mercy of the devotee or our guru. It won't happen on our own endeavor. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every night he was dancing in the house of Srinivas. Every night. And once one Brahmana was there, he was only surviving on milk. He was eating nothing else, only milk. So much austere, people were appreciating him. Wow, you are a sadhu. Huh? Only milk, nothing else. No grains, nothing. Very simple sadhu. Very much appreciated. And then he said, I want to have that darshan of the dancing of Mahaprabhu. And he somehow there, Srinivas said, okay, you sit in the corner, don't come in between. Mahaprabhu doesn't like that. And Mahaprabhu was dancing. Anybody saying, I'm not feeling, something is there, which is obstructing my ecstasy. Something is there. And Srinivas understood, oh, this is this Brahmana, something new is happening, this should be this Brahmana. Brahmana was caught, he was brought in front of the Lord, and Lord says, do you think you can achieve me by your this austerity of only drinking milk? You think Krishna Prem is so cheap that by just drinking only milk you will achieve me? No. Only by devotional service given by the devotees of the Lord, you can achieve Krishna Prema. Not by your own austerity. So the principle is very clear. Very clear. Otherwise you will attain piety. To enjoy piety you have to take birth again. It's same thing. Piety or sinful activities, both leads to taking birth. In one you enjoy, in one you suffer. So there is no point of doing. That's why one Acharya says, piety is also sinful activity. And we have to stop doing these nonsense activities. We have to do only devotional activities. And that's an austerity. To follow the authorities, to follow the Vaishnavas, to follow the Acharyas is an austerity. And people are skipping that and doing their own version of austerity. Own version. That's why they don't attract the mercy. They will attract, but it will take time. It will take time. So the process is given by Srila Prabhupada. We don't have to do something else. Come Mangal Arati, do your rounds, attend Guru Puja, hear Bhagavatam class and do your service. Brooming, cleaning, worshipping, accounting, any service you have, do it with all your heart, all your intelligence. And then spend your life like this. And then you will get old. Then focus on, meditate on Krishna. How it will come unless we do service. If you skip services and do just this own austerity, 108 Dandavat and this parikrama and that parikrama, it's good. People are doing that. Very appreciative. It's not easy. You need a strong mind. But our Acharya has not given that. We don't have to do that. Don't have to do that. It's very clear. Very clear. So that's the process. Acharyas, they tell you what you have to do. And those who follow Acharyas, those who follow this Shastra, they bring harmony in the society. They bring peace in the society. Otherwise, only disturbance. This is right, this is wrong. No. It's very important. So yeah, there are different types of body. In some body you have one leg. I was reading Bhagavatam. You have body with one leg, you have bodies with 2 legs, you have body with 3 legs, you have body with 4 legs. So 4 legs, okay, animal. 2 legs, humans. ये 1 and 3 legs कैसे है? ये कौन है? तो 1 leg are ghost body. And 3 legs is the body that you have when you are old. 2 पैर और डंडा. 3 legs. This is how you have your body. 4 types of bodies. So when you are again born, you get your respective bodies. 1-legged body, 2-legged body, 3-legged body or 4-legged body. This is what happens. And when you sleep, you are just unmanifested. Your consciousness is just like not there. And then you see a dream, and with dream, you come to consciousness slowly, slowly. So, Vibhavari Shesha Aloka Pravesha Nidra Chhadi Utho Jiva. Nidra chhadi. And we are doing Nidra. Vibhavarishesha. Ha, very nice. Vibhavarishesha. But Nidra chhadi uto jiva. Get up and come to take beautiful darshan. We are in Vrindavan, around, surrounded by this beautiful atmosphere where everywhere you can hear Radhe, Krishna, something auspicious, Hari Bol, Hare Kṛṣṇa. Where else you can have this atmosphere? Nowhere else. Nowhere else. Every home you can go, there will be some kirtan. Every home you will go, you will hear something, some bhajan, some class. It's surrounded by this transcendental sound vibration. Just spend your time doing service and your sadhana, and time will pass by. And you will get old and you will die. But if you die remembering devotees and Krishna, you will go back to Godhead. But if you live this association, live this surrounding, and surrounded by dear ones, oh my papa, oh my husband, oh this, and then due to this attachment, you might have taken birth as a chua, as a mouse in their home, and this your own dear relatives, my wife and children will beat you. Or you will become a ghost in their house, so much attached to this place and relatives. So better we are surrounded by this transcendental sound vibration. Better we make our home temple. This is what we are learning here. We are learning here and we are making our own house a temple. But if you don't have that, stay in temple. Don't go anywhere else. Don't go anywhere else. It's said that, in Bhagavatam said, if you don't have your mother, and if your wife doesn't listen to you, it's almost a jungle. Leave the house. Leave the house. Don't stay in the house. Because you need this support to stay in an ashram, grahastha ashram. If they don't listen to you, what's the point of staying there? Stay with devotees. Not going there. There is no jungle left. Leaving the house means stay with devotees. Spend more time with devotees. That's a simple life. And life will go on. Life will go on. Life won't stop. And the material world will also go on. It will always go on. Prabhupada, somebody asked someone, one devotee, if everybody takes to Hare Kṛṣṇa, what will happen to this world? How it will? There will be advancement, research. And Maharaj said, don't worry, there will be always some fools and rascals to take that position of doing these materialistic activities. You decide what you have to do. You don't worry about others. You decide about yourself first. What you want to do. Do you want to practice Krishna Bhakti or you want to do Maya Bhakti? You decide now. So yes, we have to be careful and worry about our own decision in our life, not about others. And that's it. We take wise decisions, we stay with wise people, and then we dhiras tatra na muhyati. By the changes of this body, Komaram yovanam jara, Komar, yovanam and jara, getting old, and death. But the one who knows, the dhira person who knows who is Krishna, who is what I am Jiva, what is my Swarupa, what is material world, he knows that. Dhira, this dhira na muhyati, he doesn't get bewildered. गुजर गया, गुजरना था, आ गया, very good, गुजर, ये भी गुजरेगा, मैं भी गुजरने वाला हूँ. Not worries, not worries. He knows everything here is happening as per the arrangement of the Lord. And that's why this human form is given to understand that and go back to Godhead. This is what Prabhupada is saying that those intelligent persons who take to Krishna consciousness use this human form life fully, not 4 hours, 8 hours, fully our life in the devotional service of the Lord, which is chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rāma, Hare Rāma, Rāma Rāma, Hare Hare. So sometimes Vibhuti Prabhu was blamed that he is always cooking, he is not doing his rounds. Many devotees were complaining about him during Prabhupada time. Prabhupada was walking around the temple, and then from the kitchen he heard Vibhuti Prabhu chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa. He said, this is chanting. He's chanting continuously, not stopping. I'm doing my parikrama, still hearing his Hare Kṛṣṇa. So why are you accusing him? He might not be coming to your thing, but he's always engaged in serving and chanting Hare Kṛṣṇa. So this is what we need to do. Always be engaged in chanting and hearing about Krishna. And our life will be successful. That will be there, but our life will be peaceful also. Because peacefulness is a result of satisfaction. Santushti. Krishna consciousness gives you the whole full satisfaction. Beyond satisfaction it gives you. It gives you ananda. And then peacefulness is natural and happiness is the way of life. Our way of life as a bhakta is the real way of life where one can be really happy. All others are just faking it. How are you? I'm good. Struggling, hollow inside. Huh? How's your relationship? Very good. Photo shoot, very good. Inside, fighting like cats and dogs. Yeah? But no, our lifestyle as a devotee, genuine devotee, is full of ananda. Because our process is full of ananda. People, they give Lakshmi to dance in the dance bar and everything in the night. We dance in the early morning, free of cost. In the night, in the evening, we will dance now during Gaur Arati. Our process is very simple: dancing, chanting, singing, and eating, and we'll go back to Godhead. We'll go back to Godhead. We have to just stay with this beautiful association, and life will be successful. So thank you, Hare Krishna. So we have 3-4 minutes. Any questions? Any questions? Any comments?
Daily, we listen, but we forget. How can we become pure in our life?
Listen daily. You listen daily, and then in one day you will be fixed. Somebody asked, Prabhu, how can I be sincere? Be sincere. So you want to fix yourself here daily, because from birth some might be very fortunate if they were surrounded in Krishna consciousness. Some might be very unfortunate initially. But now we have Krishna consciousness. So previous years of so much nonsense hearing is still haunting us in a subtle way, in a gross way. So that's why now we have to hear daily. And with time we will become nishtha. When we say fix, means nishtha. Wo nishtha comes anartha nivritti. So this anartha, unwanted things that we have in a subtle level, in a gross level as our habits, they will take time, and that's why we need bhajana kriya. So we have to do our bhajan very nicely, and it includes our service also. And with this attachment to bhajan and seva, we will get rid of anartha automatically, and we will be very fixed. Just like you're chanting Hare Krishna rounds every day. Tomorrow I say you, give your bead back. No more chanting. You cannot chant Hare Krishna. What you will say? Oh, I want to chant. You don't have taste, but you're attached to chanting Hare Krishna, right? So that's the thing. We are attached to Hare Krishna. We cannot live without Hare Krishna. So yes, we are not fixed now right now, but we are on the process, in the process. So everything will happen as per mercy of Krishna. We cannot control. Oh, I am not fixed. So many years. No problem. 50 years, no Krishna Prem. No problem. Krishna will decide when you will get it. But if you have your rounds, your bead bag, your beads given by your guru, yeah, you have services, what else you need? People don't even know that there is something called Hare Krishna. There is some bead bag, there is Bhagavad Gita. People don't even know. You know that. So fortunate. So we have a lot of mercy and lot of things to be grateful about. That's it. Other things, fixation, steadiness, bhava, it will come. You already have. You are not able to understand that. So it will happen. Keep hearing. So thank you. for joining. And yes, Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki, Samasta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Hare Krishna. Hare Bol.